Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the Underground Toys 5-inch Sherlock. So yes, here we have Sherlock from the BBC Sherlock show, played by Benedict Cumberbatch. This is really the only Sherlock figure that's available other than one of the real expensive 1/6 scale type things. So figured I'd go ahead and get something like this, just because I like Sherlock and, you know, gotta have something related to it laying around, right? That's how everybody works, yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, paint, details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Here you can see Sherlock. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4-inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. Sherlock is a bit less common sort of scale. I believe he's around 5-inch scale, similar to the Doctor Who stuff that comes out and some of McFarlane's stuff, but it's not a widely used size. Shorter than 6-inch scale, but still bigger than a 3 3/4-inch scale figure. Now let's get everything else out here and just look at Sherlock. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin. Here you can see Sherlock. He's wearing his sort of whole outerwear kind of garb, so he's got on his black trench coat. It's got a little bit of red line work down the side of it there, close to the buttons and stuff. He's got a purple shirt on underneath that. He's got on a scarf, which is removable if you pop his head off. He's got two different sort of holding hands for his violin and stuff. They could have actually done gloves if they wanted to, because he does wear black gloves a lot of the time whenever he's wearing his whole outerwear garb. Standard black slacks, and shinier black shoes. So all in all, certainly looks like a kind of outfit that Sherlock has been known to wear. Nothing to really complain about there. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on his head sculpt. Head sculpt wise, the likeness is not terrible. It is a smaller scale of figure, and it's recognizable as being Benedict Cumberbatch, but it's not massively realistic either. But you can certainly tell who it's supposed to be. The painting's pretty standard on the hair and on the eyes and stuff. It doesn't look terrible, but it also doesn't look amazing. Perfectly average looking thing. Now let's go ahead and zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, Sherlock has some articulation, but it's not spectacular. Rotation in the head. Ball joint shoulders go in and out a little bit and forward and back. Bicep cut. Single joint elbow. Wrist rotation. Waist cut. He has DC-UC style hinge hips that go in and out and forward and back a little bit, hindered by the coat a lot. Upper thigh cut. And single jointed knees. So you can do some reasonable posing with the arms and get him to use all the accessories he comes with and stuff, but not going to be getting him in any massively dynamic poses. Now let's go ahead and move on to some accessories. Accessories-wise, Sherlock does come with a few things. He's got his violin and bow. He can hold those in a playing sort of motion, so that's good. The detail work on them is fine. There's nothing spectacular, but you can certainly tell what they're supposed to be, and the paint's not sloppy or ridiculous looking or anything. He comes with a human skull. It's got a lot of extra paint work done to it, like dry brushing and stuff. He can't hold it that well. He can kind of sort of get his hand around the jawbone sort of area, but he can't hold it that well. It's still a cool little thing to have. And then he comes with his cell phone, which is a relatively undetailed little plastic rectangle, but you can tell it's meant to be a phone. He can hold it loosely, which basically means he's going to drop it and then you're going to lose it because it's really, really small. So I probably won't use it. I would suggest that you use it at your own discretion. So that wraps it up for Sherlock and all of his accessories. Let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Sherlock comes in one of those little front door opening kind of boxes, and it's meant to look like the front door of Sherlock's house, but it is ruined slightly by the fact that it's covered in stickers. So it says Sherlock action figure, and then it's got the door there, and then it's got stickers that have pictures of the figure on it. It says posable arms, which seems like an unnecessary sticker, and a warning label down there at the bottom. And on the back, you basically just get a big picture of Sherlock and some warning labels and BBC logos and stuff like that. And if you open up the front window, you do get pictures of Sherlock and Watson and a window on the inside that would contain the figure and all those sorts of things. This is decent for in-package display, but you would have to prop the doors open with something. So it's usable for that, but not ideal. So yeah, Sherlock. Alright, so that about wraps it up for Sherlock. So until next time, goodbye. Thanks for watching one of my videos. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like the video or subscribe if you would like to see my future content. If not, run away. Run away and never return. Also, feel free to support me on Patreon at patreon.com/vrreviews. Follow me on Twitter at VenomRaptor09 or follow me on Instagram at instagram.com/vrreviews. Thank you, and goodbye.